Welcome back, everyone, and congratulations. Our World Series is set. The LA Dodgers will be traveling to north of the border to take on the Blue Jays, and congratulations to the Blue Jays. They beat the Mariners in an exciting Game 7, 4-3, and we finally had a game in this LCS, with it's both the National and the American League, a game worth talking about, and this was the one. For the first 6 games, we saw pretty much 5 of the 6 were snoozers. And even then, I would say Game 5 was good until the bottom of the 8th, and when the bottom out fell in the Blue Jays. But today, this game was awesome. I mean, is it an ESPN Instant Classic? I don't know, but it's definitely a game that's worth talking about for sure. George Kirby did not exactly have the night he wanted, and George Kirby had a rough postseason in general. Shane Bieber got the start. He only went 3 2/3, and it was pretty much bullpen by committee. Dominguez, Hoffman, Varland, Bassett, who's off the injured list, and Kevin Gausman. Scoring was done in the first inning. Josh Naylor brought home Julio Rodriguez for a 1-0 lead. Dalton Varsho brought a single home George Springer, and the game was tied at 1-1. Julio Rodriguez then homers for the Mariners in the third. Kyle Raleigh homers to right to give the Mariners a 3-1 lead. And then, of course, came the 7th inning, and once again, George Springer, big-time playoff performer, hits a huge home run. A 3-run shot gave the Blue Jays the lead. The bullpen would do its job, and the Blue Jays win their first pennant in 32 years since 1993, when, of course, Joe Carter ended up hitting the home run of Mitch Wild Thing Williams to win the World Series. And the Blue Jays are back in the World Series. Of course, this series featured both expansion teams from 1977. Both the Mariners and Blue Jays came to the league together in 1977. Which is a pretty cool connection to this series if you think about it. Both times you wondered if those franchises were ever going to survive there. Of course, you remember 95, they refused to lose Mariners, which probably saved the Seattle Mariners from being moved out of Seattle. They ended up getting Safeco Field. Okay, of course, the Blue Jays' success in the mid-'80s, that period from 1984 to 1993, they were unbelievable. But now it's the Blue Jays and Dodgers starting Friday night. The games 1 and 2 will be in Toronto. Off day, travel day on Sunday, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday games in LA. And if necessary, Halloween night, November 1st, games 6 and 7 will be in Toronto. So we're finally down to our World Series. VLADIMIR Guerrero was named MVP of the ALCS. So far, he's batted something like 422 in the playoffs. 12 RBIs, 6 home runs. Some good defensive plays. Man's been a beast. I mean, you could have given it to Springer, but I had no problem with them giving it to VLADIMIR Guerrero Jr. either. So, fans, what did you think about tonight's game? I mean, obviously, if you're a Mariners fan, you're hurting right now. But as a sports fan, as a baseball fan, there was great appreciation for this game, especially since the Monday Night Football game, the Lions and Bucks, was disappointing. And right now, for your Mariners fans, at least your Seahawks are winning right now over the Texans. So we'll talk to you Friday about Game 1 in Toronto. We'll see what the pitching matchup is for those first 2 games. God bless you all. You'll have a good night. We'll talk to you later.